NFC North talk. Stacey Dales is here, and she, of course, thrives in that division. She knows it in and out. She knows every team, but really is always in Green Bay and Chicago and Detroit and up in Minnesota. So we are going to talk all things NFC North and something we are calling Tales from Dales. Ta-da! All right, Stacey, I'm going to put you on the spot first. July 28th, 2 weeks from today, that is the day that you have 2 weeks to still talk about Aaron Rodgers until hopefully we see if he's at camp, he's not camp, then things sort of heat up and we have an answer one way or the other. I ask you, do you think right now as it stands, and you talk about this day in, day out like a broken record, should fans anticipate Aaron Rodgers being there July 28th?
Okay. Thought you'd never ask, guys. I mean, why not, right? Listen, I want to remind everybody too, for the Green Bay Packers, Kay and Nate and Schrags, their shareholders meeting is, I believe, July the 26th at Lambeau Field. Oh. Remember, this is a team that is owned by over 300,000 folks have a share in the Green Bay Packers. They want to know who their quarterback's going to be. Sorry, Packers fans, I don't really know at this stage either. I have gone back and forth, you guys. Is Aaron Rodgers to be or not to be? Right now, I think he's to be. I just don't think it's on July the 27th when this team reports, or July the 28th, whatever way you want to say it. What does that mean for Rodgers? Listen, as he enters, 16 seasons in the National Football League, he's going to lose, I think it's $50,000 a day in training camp. I think he'll show up late. That's just my hunch. But it remains to be seen. What I do know is the Green Bay Packers will move forward with Jordan Love. And every rep has been immensely invaluable for this young man this offseason. Training camp will be no exception. I almost look at Jordan Love as if he's a rookie, guys, heading into this season, because he didn't get a preseason snap last year because of the pandemic. I do believe Aaron Rodgers will be a Green Bay Packer. I do believe he'll play. I think the Packers sit and wait. There's no need to trade him at this stage. He's lost a little bit of money. For Aaron Rodgers at this stage in his career, it's more about the principle and the character, as he has talked about this offseason, though he's not talked about a whole lot. So for me, guys, I think he'll be there. I just don't think it'll be on day one of training camp.
Yeah, Stacey, it's almost become cliche over the years to be like, oh, Green Bay is such a small town feel and there's 31 other markets, but Green Bay, you've done so many Packers games. It's pretty authentic when people say it's a small town feel. And the fact they have a shareholder meeting, it sounds like it's so corporate. It's not. Just for the viewers at home, there's no owners, so they invite folks from town to come. It's almost like a town hall you would see in a small town in America or Canada or wherever. And it's preceded on by Mark Murphy, the president, and he kind of talks, and there's a chairman of a board and there's a board membership, and they all discuss about the items that be with our business right here. And the business, I mean, the items, it's one topic. It's Rodgers. We don't want to talk about the new, whatever going to be the new rotunda they're putting in, or the new statue they want to put in front, or whatever it is with the Hall of Fame in the middle of the stadium. It's about Rodgers. So I think it's going to be very interesting. Everyone's circling July 28th. July 26th, the CEO of the company has to face the music with his shareholders. And in past years, when there's stuff like this, it has gotten combative. So I cannot wait to see what that's almost the drama before the drama. And Stacey, I don't know what they've assigned you, but I might want you at that shareholder meeting so we can get some firsthand information on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that it's very intimate. Everybody come in. Take a seat. We have the cookies and the muffins, and grab a coffee.
Nate.
You'll get a chance to talk. I know. Aaron's not here yet. I get it. Settle down. We'll talk about it. It is going to get intense, and it should. Those people are invested, not just emotionally, but financially. But I agree. I agree with Stacey and Peter. You're spot on. Kay, you've been saying it. I believe that Peyton Manning, when he talked yesterday, or we showed it on the show yesterday, he said, listen, we can't imagine the Green Bay Packers playing without Aaron Rodgers. And I can't imagine the league without Aaron Rodgers playing quarterback. But more importantly, we are so close to the season. Do we really feel like there's going to be a change in Denver this close when you have Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater learning the offense, gaining chemistry with the players, and Aaron Rodgers is going to come in right away and pick things up where those guys left off? I don't see that happening. So I do believe that Aaron Rodgers is going to show up.
Stace, you also cover the Bears very closely there in that market. I know Chicago is near and dear to you, so I ask you, we're hearing so much about Andy Dalton being the guy from the start, but could Justin Fields blow this blow this guy away? Could Justin Fields be the quarterback with a great training camp? Can we see Justin Fields, you think, suiting up week 1 against the LA Rams on September 13th when we kick off?
Well, Shags, according to head coach Matt Nagy, absolutely not. He's made a decision. It's the plan, the blueprint. And by the way, you guys mentioned Peyton Manning. Did we all see that first pitch at the All-Star game last night?
What was that?
I don't know, man. Dude, Peyton, got a little one bounce action going on, buddy. I'll leave that aside. Quarterbacks in Chicago. Andy Dalton is going to be the starter. Justin Fields is the backup. Here's what I would tell you. Blueprint, plan, blueprint, plan. So Matt Nagy has spoken and preached about the blueprint. What is that? I mean, I've heard you guys talk about it on this fine show. 2017, Patrick Mahomes drafted to the Kansas City Chiefs 10th overall. Alex Smith is the quarterback. Alex Smith, the fine veteran whom we all love, goes on to have the best season of his career. He's got a 9-6 record, a 105 passer rating, completing nearly 70% of his passes, 26 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. His TD to interception ratio was phenomenal. So he goes 15 games, guys. This team is en route to the playoffs. And Patrick Mahomes, we see him in one game. He wins it. He rests his quarterback, Alex Smith. The whole while, he is getting all of the second team or scout reps, if you will. He's serving as the scout team quarterback, which is fascinating because that's really where Matt Nagy and Andy Reid and company saw flashes. I mean, he was at times outperforming the first team in practice week to week as they prepared for the opponent. Now, are we suggesting then that Andy Dalton is Alex Smith as he goes now a decade in this league? I don't know. If Andy Dalton has the kind of season at his stage in his career that Alex Smith had in his career in 2017, which was the best before he went to Washington, maybe. But I don't know if that happens, you guys. As you mentioned, I mean, you see the Rams in week 1. Does Justin Fields want to see Aaron Donald? Probably. He's got a lot to learn, though, and he has spoken about it. But the blueprint is the blueprint in Kansas City. There is no season the same in the National Football League, as I have learned covering this league now for 13 years. So I think there's much to be determined in Chicago. Andy Dalton is the starter. But I'm going to also say this, and I'll finish on this note. Justin Fields, what was it? Led the FBS 78 touchdowns from 2019 to 2020. He is electrifying. Electrifying. He can do everything. So if he can learn and be a great learner and a great sponge, who knows when we'll see him.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He can put pressure with his play. The team, his actual teammates can put pressure on coach by saying what's going on. Fields is actually better. We're seeing him every day at practice. But also the fans. If he balls out in the preseason, once the fans start chirping, that's the trifecta. You can't deny it. Stacey, I have one last one for you. All right, so we're going to jump from the NFC North into the Hillsborough River for our last question. The city of Tampa Bay was lucky enough to have not only one, but 2 boat parades this year after the Lightning won their 2nd straight Stanley Cup. So who did their celebrating better, the Bucks or the Lightning?